Some big news on the trade front today as New Orleans will ship Trevor Ariza, the first round pick acquired from the Nuggets in the Chris Paul deal, a second round pick next year, and Pondexter over to the Raptors for their first round pick this year, Jose Calderon and Johnson. The move comes after Ariza has continued to struggle after returning from injury. He's not really playing that well when he has been healthy, and he missed like a month besides, so he just deciding to pull the plug and move on as they're going to be ready to take on Houston in what has been pretty much a lost season for the Hornets. Let's be honest, they're not very good. They're consistently near the bottom, but they have chances perhaps to change that fortune in the draft lottery, as Toronto is also not very good, so they should have 2 lottery picks. But New Orleans, you can see, 9-26, entering the 36th game of the year at home against Houston. It's not very good. We'll get Jose Calderon making his Hornet debut following the trade to Toronto, obviously, shipping off Ariza and his disappointment. But right there, Calderon not getting off to a great start. He's going to throw that one away and flying up and slamming it down to put Houston on the board early. Lawson going to take the mid-range floater and knot things up at 2 here early on first quarter. Now still tied at 2. Calderon kicks it out. Andre Blatch has it, going to try and drive into the lane, trying to back his man down, slides in, lays it in off the glass, and the Hornets take the early 4-2 lead. Now we're tied at 4. The shot on the way is going to be good, and Houston back up by 2. Right there, Blatch gets into the lane. He'll lay it in off the glass. We're knotted back up at 6. Calderon going to nearly tip that one away, and they're going to throw it out of bounds. It's New Orleans basketball as they'll kick that one out to Lawson. 3 on the way. Splash goes Ty Lawson, and it's a 9-6 Hornets lead here, or in the mid part of the first, I guess. That ball going to be stripped and lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Rockets. Hornets unable to do anything with it, though, and now looking to try and tie the game up. The shot's on the way from Kyle Lowry, and that one's good. We're tied at 9. Lowry driving to the rim. He'll lay that one in off the glass, and the Rockets back in front by 2. Now out in transition, they'll extend the lead to 13-9, make it 13-10 after a free throw later on. And right there, cutting to the inside, slamming it down. Lowry pulling up. That shot too strong, no good. Rebounded by Blatch. We're down to the final seconds of the quarter. So Lawson going to take the mid-range jumper, and he's got it at the buzzer. So the quick buzzer beater mid-range jumper right there for Ty Lawson makes it a 3-point Rocket lead after 1 instead of a 5-point lead. And we'll see if that gives them any momentum going into the second quarter, as there goes West laying that one in off the glass. They go right back to him. It's another bucket. All of a sudden the Hornets back up by 1. As Hayes going to dribble that one out across the 3-point line, lay that one inside and laying it in off the glass to give Houston the lead right back. There goes Marco Bellinelli from the charity stripe. He's going to make it. It's 18-17 Hornets. Williams drives back into the lane, skies up and slams it down, and Houston back in front here. Back and forth we go. Midway through the second, Bellinelli for 3. That'll rattle home, and they'll actually call it a long 2. So it's just a 1-point lead now, 21-20 Houston on top. There goes Blatch putting New Orleans back in front, and again just back and forth between these two teams. There goes Martin with the big triple. It's back to a 2-point Houston lead, but West will tie things up with that bank shot off the glass. Kick goes into Patterson, and Patterson will slam it down with authority. Nice little floater right there, gets the bucket to fall. We are tied at 26 apiece. There's a big time 3 from Martin. Now Bellinelli, mid-range jumper. That one will fall, and it's 29-28 Houston. Kick goes out to Calderon. He pulls up for 3. He's got his first points as a New Orleans Hornet. Jose Calderon buries a triple. We're tied at 33 in the final seconds of the first half. Lawson trying to back his man down. Nice pass to Smith. Beautiful dish from Lawson. And the Hornets will take a 35-33 lead into the locker room. Now we're here early. That one's going to be blocked. They get it back out. 3 on the way. What fortuitous possession right there as Lowry gets the triple off of the block from Andre Blatch. Lawson going to get that bucket right there, and they'll put New Orleans back up by 1. Again, we go back and forth. It's been that kind of ball game. Bellinelli for 3. Nearly rattles out, but instead it drops, and New Orleans back up by 2. There goes Landry laying that one in, extending the lead 42-40 now. 3 on the way. That one's off the front of the iron. Blatch will corral the rebound. Got 7 points, 5 boards in the block already. Bellinelli, mid-range jumper at the other end, will fall. The Hornets now lead it by 4. 2 minutes to go here, third quarter. Blatch going to make the bucket, and it's now a 6-point lead. The Hornets' largest lead of the ball game. That shot no good. Smith with the rebound. And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead right now. Make it 6 as a pass up ahead to Lawson in the paint. Ty Lawson having himself a nice ball game. Lee pulls up for 3. He's got it. And just like that, the deficit cut in half for Houston. Bellinelli kicks out. Ty Lawson's 3 on the way. He's going to connect. Ty Lawson, have yourself a third quarter, my man. He has really come out to play today, having himself a nice game, and it's a 6-point New Orleans lead. Final seconds of the quarter tickling down. Lawson, he's going to get that one to rattle in at the buzzer. And so just like that, the Hornets will take a 53-45 lead into the final period. West going to kick that one out to Blatch. We'll see if they can try and slam the door on Houston here. Pick up a major win. It would be just their 10th of the year. Lee going to try and do everything in his power to keep that from happening, though. Big time triple. Cuts it down to a 7-point ball game. Bellinelli cuts inside, lays that one in off the glass. And just like that, well, it's still a 7-point ball game, 57-50. Lawson fighting through contact. It's back to a 9-point game. Now a 7-point game. West fighting through contact, drives into the lane, gets the bucket. And 54-63, the Hornets lead it. Now it's an 11-point game with 2.5 to go. Big time shot there by Carl Landry. As the Rockets got to make something happen in a hurry here. Stay right there with the bucket. Now Luis Scola drives in, laying that one in off the glass. High off the backboard. It's a 6-point game. 3 on the way. That one's good. Actually, it's ruled a long 2, so it's a 6-point game with about 11 to go. And that one's a triple. Cuts it to a 3-point game, but at the free throw line, Ty Lawson would hit both of them. It's a 5-point game with 10 seconds to go. Rockets would get another bucket, but they would lose this one 70-67. Ty Lawson had a really good ball game, 23 points, 3 rebounds, a steal, or 3 assists and a steal, sorry. Shot 8 of 15 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Bellinelli chipped in 13 points with an assist. Shot 6 of 9 from the field, only 1 of 4 from deep, though. An off night for the sharp-shooting Bellinelli. He's been hot for beyond the arc for much of the year, but a rare off night from him tonight. Blatch chipped in 11, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. West had 10 points, 7 boards, and assist. So good games for both Blatch and West. Landry chipped in 8 points, 4 boards. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to see you guys next time. This is Husker Ninja from the HN Sports Network signing off.